Communists always target the children. And this weekend here in New York City, Mayor Mamdani is playing babysitter. 500 kids ages 6 to 13 are set to participate in the mayor's Parents' Night Out free babysitting initiative at one of these rec centers across the 5 boroughs. Mamdani says he's doing this to give parents a little time on their own without worrying about who will take care of the kids or how much it will cost. What could go wrong?
So many things. Let us count the ways.
I'm a little skeptical. I believe you get what you pay for.
Another terrible idea.
Are the people certified?
Just drop your kid off and the Mamdani administration will take care of them. Do you think that's a good or a bad idea?
I would never do it.
I don't think so. I wouldn't trust that.
I probably wouldn't take my kids just because of the safety.
No. Take care of your kids. Pay for your own babysitter.
What kind of activities are you going to have for the children?
The mayor's office says that they're going to have media education programs.
Or indoctrination.
And like Mamdani's other initiatives, free babysitting isn't actually free. Staffing for the one-day event is set to cost the taxpayers nearly $30,000. That's almost $60 per kid.
Somebody's going to be paying the bill. Bottom line, we're paying for it regardless.
Nothing is free in this country.
You're paying for other people's children to be babysat.
No, thank you.
This is where taxpayer. No.
What would your message to Mayor Mamdani be?
Please don't.
Yep, what could possibly go wrong with that? We're going to talk about this now with our special guests, Madeline Summerville and Maggie Anders. Welcome back here. So, Maggie, I'm just going to let you run with this. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think I would trust a Mamdani babysitting program to watch my theoretical kid. Not that I have them yet. But I think we have to look at why this program is popping up. New York City is incredibly expensive, and part of that is because of taxes. And so if we want to make it so that parents have more free time and can afford to go on date nights, we need to lower taxes and make New York City a more affordable place to live.
Yep.
Yeah, the concern for a lot of people is who is paying for this. You see that number there. I mean, it's going to fall on taxpayers at the end of the day. Mayor Zohran Mamdani continues to offer free, but people don't want to pay for this stuff.
So the issue is with taxes, but it's not going to come from the folks who are of lower income. It's coming from things like the pied-à-terre tax, and that's for folks who have 2 homes, the primary home for that person of which is not here in New York, and that home must cost more than $5 million, right? So it's coming from a section of the population that doesn't live in New York but needs to invest in New York.
Let me ask you this, then why should they be financially responsible for other people's free babysitting?
Excellent question. So I know we only have a short time.
Yeah.
So
We actually got time.
Okay. So here's part of why. The crime rate is extraordinary, and it's gotten better over time because of initiatives from Trump and initiatives from Mamdani. If you are able to make life easier for parents and children, then the mental health of both of those people gets better. Then parents can go to work without worrying about their kids. It creates an environment that reduces poverty and increases safety.
Yeah.
Okay.
And community programs are incredible. I mean, they have them all over the country, but a lot of times you got to raise money. You got to talk to the taxpayers and see if they are okay with this. That's not the case with this because Mamdani continues to offer free stuff, but we're not really seeing it come into fruition.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure that, a night of babysitting is going to dramatically improve mental health outcomes in New York. And I think the crime rate, I'm glad you brought it up, is a significant problem in New York City. And one thing that could improve our mental health is if we actually start prosecuting crimes and getting people off the streets that are causing terror.
There's a quote, and we have all heard it before, about, socialism only works until you run out of other people's money. And it's been said a lot, and this babysitting thing is just another example of a lot of the free stuff that he wants to give out. Now, the problem is you're going to reach a point where, if you look at, I don't know the numbers exactly, but a very high percentage of the high net worth individuals pay most of the taxes here. There's going to come a point in time where they're like, how much more do you want to squeeze out of this? Okay. Another great quote I love from Reagan is, when with the most terrifying words, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. At what point in time do we support programs that are not free, that are privately funded, or and see if they're even needed at all?
Well, first, I would say that I think that the folks who are Republican who are saying, reminding folks of that quote, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help," should think about Trump sending in the National Guard to all these different states, right? We don't want a surveillance state from the federal government, first of all. But second of all, when it comes to other people's money, right? I get that. I get the concern. The theory behind it, and I'm not saying I'm supporting it, I'm just saying the theory behind it, is that the people who are the most wealthy are the ones who own the big corporations and businesses who are employing these folks who've decided to not pay them enough to have a living wage, who've decided to put the success of their business onto these folks who have children who live in the city. And so paying for childcare and paying for transportation makes sense. That's the theory.
I think, too, a lot of times, and we're seeing this time and time again with Mamdani, is he's promising these things, but really we haven't seen him deliver yet. I think people are still waiting for their free buses. I know I'm still waiting for the AC in the subway. That hasn't come on yet. And free babysitting, it sounds nice, but a lot of times someone like Mamdani is putting out these things to get the votes, but not following through with them.
Yeah, I think we're just continuing